now that I've been put through. I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What's up, guys? Master Styles here, back with another Eternal Evolution video. And today, new hero sneak peek just dropped. Summoner hero coming to the game. Before we even get into that bit, just know that the last Summoner hero triple S anyways that was added to the game, well, pretty much this year, was Jaxity, and that was in March. So again, I know a lot of people are saying that you're on the old Summoner wave, but again, Jaxity was the last new triple S Summoner added to the game. Yes, they came out with Deji. Yes, they awakened Durelli, but you know how the awakening works. New awakened hero correlates with the new hero class and of course faction. That's how it works pretty much, right? So Durelli was awakened, that meant that new Summoner heroes come into the game. Whether you feel upset about it or if you're happy about it, doesn't really matter because there's not much you can do about it. New Summoner hero come into the game. I am gonna pick him up, bring him to Immortal, EX30, take him into battle, all of that fun stuff once the update goes live. Am I excited about it? Yes, because they're overdue for a new triple S Summoner hero. One thing I want to know is that the other class that is actually going to skyrocket in a month or two from now is going to be Energy, because Energy doesn't have an SP hero, and also they are most likely going to get an Awakened hero, and they're most likely also going to get an SB hero, right? Which is Super Breakthrough, which is probably going to be the Jaina or Cariolis or maybe Luke, and they'll probably awaken Nord, right? That's kind of how I'm seeing it there. And of course, when the SP hero come out, it'll be Terran, and then let's look at Terran for Energy, right? So a whole Terran team of Energy heroes. If you awaken Jaina, it'll be nuts. The SP hero is Terran, and of course the support is already Terran for Energy. So again, nuts, by the way. But let's go over to Facebook, see what the new hero look like. We'll read the overview, and of course we'll take a look at the Summoner team and challenge actually Crimson Abyss 33. We'll talk a little bit about who's getting replaced, right? So give me a second here. So here he is, new hero, looking interestingly enough. Summoner, of course, large summon, of course, because Durelli has large summon. So Durelli, Sif, Deji, this new hero here, and Dan. That's 5 heroes there that have large summons. Very interested to see if they bring out a prototype that has to do with large summons, so we can use Dominated Nucleus on the other Summoner team. But we're gonna have to wait and see if they come out with a new prototype for the Summoner team, which a lot of people have probably already invested in their Dominated Nucleus, so they probably have it around level 6 or higher, depending on where your account is. But let's see what they have here for the overview, and then we'll go into the game and take a look at the Summoner team. So a new triple S level Terran Summoner hero is coming soon in Eternal Evolution. Passive effect: at the start of the battle, summon one Mechanical Troodon. Mechanical Troodon inherits attack, defense, critical chance, crit rate, crit damage, damage increase, damage reduction, and HP equal to a percentage of attack, and reduces incoming damage. Mechanical Troodon is a large summoned creature. We figured that. Counts as 3 units when calculating the number of units. It has the ultimate skill, Metallic Rend, deals 2 phase damage. Phase 1 delivers a powerful tail strike, dealing damage to all enemies around equal to a percentage of attack. Phase 2 deals claw damage to enemies in a fan-shaped area equal to a percentage of attack. Active effect: summons a mechanical Troodon in the selected area. If a Mechanical Troodon is already on the battlefield, restore HP and energy for it. Is it only one of the Mechanical Troodons, or is it going to be more than one? That's also another question there. Of course, the hero characteristics is large creatures enhancement and hero overview, summon, and AoE damage. So gears could possibly lean towards madness, or actually, because it says AoE damage, it could be leaning towards surge, but we gotta wait and see. But it sounds more like madness because I'm hearing attack versus, HP. So basically you're gonna need crit rate, obviously, and crit damage, and of course attack. So with that being said, this guy sounds interestingly enough. Let's hop back over to the game and actually take a look at the summoner team. Give me a second here. So let's just jump over to the summoner team that I use, right? This is the one that I've been using. Of course, everybody's in a particular spot because of the commander. We have attack up front and crit damage in the middle, HP in the middle. So I put Dorelli in the middle and a Alu in the middle. But again, right, let's just scrap all of this and we'll go to the summoners and then we'll give it a second here. So again, if you have Deji, you're gonna run Deji, right? There's no question about that, right? You're gonna run Deji. If you don't have Deji, right, we're gonna go with first. You don't have Deji, you have all the other summoners. Who do you run? There, you're gonna run Sif. My Sif is because gears are off because of I'm doing bug stuff, right? Okay, you're gonna run Sif. You're also gonna run Dorelli because Dorelli's also awakened. You could potentially put her there or here. It doesn't really matter where you put her. Now, let's grab the support because I want to get the support out the way. Gonna run Alu, of course. Alu's gonna be there. So you're sitting there, and now when you get to this point, this is where it starts to get a little interesting because you can obviously go Ampu. Again, see, he has the bug stuff going on. You can go Ampu, and you can go whether you go Amant or you go Jack City. But again, I want to go back to the team that I would preferably run is Amant because again, if I don't have Deji, I'm gonna run this. I know most people will be like, oh, why don't you run Jack City? But I like the execution from Amant, right? That helps me out in many situations. But right now, where the summoners are, because you have so many options, it's dependent on the situation, right? So let's actually hop over here to Crimson Abyss and we'll go to what? We're at 33. I don't think we can beat 34 yet. I'm pretty sure once the new summoner comes, chances are we'll be able to beat it. But this is what I've been running, right? Where in this situation, once the new hero comes in, you could just easily remove Daniel from this situation. I'm not going to remove Alu because she is the support, of course. So let's just run it here. We gotta buy one. Just run it, right? Just run it. Like, too much. So again, Daniel, he brings his own stuff to the table, reduction in range, and of course the dispels of control effects. But at the same time, this is the only situation where I would predominantly use him because I would go Amat, but Amat dies here, Ampu dies here, and Jack City, I don't know because I don't really use Jack City as much. Obviously, he does good damage, he does. But in this situation, I was actually playing around with this, and I put Daniel in there, and they actually cleared it. I was surprised because I thought that I would have to bring Miranda to try to keep either just to keep the team alive. But I'll show you one of the key things that actually helps out the summoner team a lot, especially when it comes to this to help clear these stage here. We'll go over that in a second. But Daniel, he actually does decent here, and the one thing that Daniel always had going on for him is that he had great defense. Like defensively, he's very tanky, and I think, of course, I already explained. I don't know what happened with Dora there, but she just died. But it happens, right? And of course, if you had an Awaken 7, that wouldn't happen because that would have been her first death. But Dan's defense definitely helps out here, and that's the first time I've seen her die. So chances are things just change. But what I noticed is that Dorgon, he just sticks around, right? Like we'll just keep an eye on him. He's right underneath the boss's beard there, and he's still around. He's not dying. He stays there for a while. And he gains back HP because of Alu. Alu heals summoners too. Summon creatures, I should say. Didn't realize that. But here goes the damage, and it's right about at our footsteps. We should have enough to stay alive here. And no, we lost Dan. Don't know if we can beat it. We definitely cannot survive another blowback. But again, losing Dorelli there obviously changed things. If she was still alive, we would have been good because she would have counted. But yeah, we have 6 seconds percentage, and I think we got. It's gonna be very close. Right when he tilts, we should kill him. Should be dead here. Oh wow, there we go. That was close, but generally it's a little bit better than that. For some reason, Dorelli died in that situation. Can't really tell you what that is, but again, when it comes to the summoners, obviously it's going to be most likely leaning towards the large summons. If Alu wasn't there, then obviously it would be all 5 heroes with the large summons, but Dan's gonna get replaced. Ampool, for me, I like him. He does great damage, but at the same time, he's dying in this situation, right? Again, obviously PvP is a little bit different, right? For PvP, he's there. He's still there. And now once this new hero comes, now the question is, because if you take out that guy, I'll use Dan as a placement, right? Let's see, go to Summoner. Dan would just be the placeholder right there. Now I'll have 3 Terrans, 3 Windfears, right? Not much has changed. Because if I take out Maz, I'm still at the same number, so nothing changed here unless you go with Miranda, which I'm not going to because that's not optimal. But again, generally, this is my summoner team. Obviously, if Deiji's there, Deiji's there. But Ampu, I'm just saying, it might be time to say bye-bye. He's still good, don't get me wrong. He is great. But I feel like if they come out with a new prototype, right, and for the large summon creatures, then it'll make for a huge difference. But to go back to what I was saying, for what you need to help you stay alive is actually Ruler's Ring. Having these embers here helps out a lot, especially in PvE too. Yeah, it helps out a lot. So having those there in the gem slots on Ruler's Ring definitely help out a lot, because again, it keeps the summoners alive. The longer they stay alive, the more damage they do, and you know they dish out big damage. So again, once the update goes live, we'll take the new hero into battle, see how they work. It'll probably be kind of similar to the Sif effect. If you were around when Sif first came out, Sif was doing crazy damage. Sif was carrying accounts, game changer. I could see this guy being up there in that avenue. Again, I'm very interested to see what the skills of the summon is looking like. All of this large creatures, they all have the ability to cast an ultimate skill, which is pretty interesting. So very interested to see what they do, if they bring out a new prototype or they're just going to recycle an old prototype. But again, Ampu is going to most likely be the one that get removed. If you don't have Deiji, then you'll probably just slot the new hero in there. But this is my summoner team, and this is what gets the job done, right? So again, I have him in there still, but come the next update, chances are he's most likely going to get removed. And I would love to put him on a different summoner team, but again, having the support for that's also the other problem, to keep them alive. But again, where the summoners are right now, they're in a great spot. But I feel like once energy gets rolling, yeah, they're gonna get pushed back, definitely, because the energy wave that's coming, I could just see it. So again, you know, if you brought your Ampu to Awaken 10, he may find his way in there somehow, some way, you know. But again, right now it's looking like bye-bye for Anpu, right? So if you made it this far in the video, the word of the day is goodbye, farewell. Of course, there's gonna be situations where you can't use your Ampu. Of course, there's always gonna be situations where you're gonna throw them in there, especially in PvE and maybe PvP. Because if you don't have Deiji, you're most likely going to use him. If you are new to my content, I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're very close. We're almost kicking down the door. So help me get there, and I'll tell you what you get. You get updates, guides, tier lists, walkthroughs, and of course, if you're a new player, make sure you check out the Fun to Play series. For those that are rocking with me, make sure you let me know down in the comment how you feel about the new Summoner Hero coming to the game. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.